Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Delaney with DeathandCandy, and today we're going to be making a glitter pride look. Now, I'm sure you've seen them all over the internet. I mean, you could bear to see one more, right? Right? If you want to watch me train wreck my way into making this beautiful look, feel free to stick around and watch the application part of the video. I will leave timestamps all over down below. If you'd like to see close-ups, they will come towards the end of the video. Of course, as always, you'll be getting that application here in 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, so we're going to jump into this pride look. This is the conceptualization, but not an application thought process. So we're just gonna jump into it. So I've done everything up until highlighter and brows. So we'll be doing brows and highlight on camera, and then we'll be focusing on the eyes, lips, and completion of the look. Today we'll be featuring the HIPDOT X ROONEY collab palette. So as you can see, it's very holographic, very gay. If you open up the palette, which was one thing is super cool that I noticed, like after I'd already gotten it, before I even bought it, that it has this little extra part here. So when you set it down flat, it actually holds itself up, and there's a mirror inside, so that's really cool. It's like this, so really great if you're like getting ready and this is your only mirror, but if not, you know, whatever, you have other mirrors. But the inside, bitch, glitter. So we're gonna be doing obviously a rainbow. I'm really excited to try this because I have not used it in anything yet, so first we gonna do these brows. So you guys know I normally am doing like a color brow, which you see me do. I do like a natural looking brow, but today we are going to do all black brow because we're going to do an all black lip. I just like putting rainbow and black together. If you couldn't tell, black is my favorite color, okay? I haven't used this yet, but this is a gel liner from Pretty Vulgar. I got it in a BoxyCharm months ago, but I haven't opened it at all, and it's such like cute little packaging, like it's adorable, and then it's like a black pit into hell inside. We're going to try this for brows and hope that it doesn't turn out bad. Can't see shit. Oh, cover the whole thing. So it's Pride Month, aka June, which is just like a trigger month for me, to be honest, that, you know, summer is coming. July will be here, which is when Shelby's birthday is. And I remember in the past that like Pride before was like celebrated in October. Or at least that's what I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my memories just don't make sense. And with these brows, like, could you trust a person that looks like this? When I think about the month and what it means to me, like I'm straight, I feel that that could be not the truth sometimes. I don't know. I just never explored that part of my sexuality. So who really knows if you've never explored? I have a lot of friends that are in the LGBTQ community. Like that's just what kind of friend circle I run in. I am very much weird. That skeleton meme is like bitch, I'm weird. Like that's me. That's the personality that I subscribe to on a daily basis. These are gonna look really blocky as fuck. What I'm getting to is, obviously, like I'm not part of the LGBTQ community. I'm definitely a straight ally though, which is why I want to do a video and like what it means to me to be a straight ally. And what that means to me is like standing up for people and their rights. And that's just part of like being a true feminist anyway, is that you want everyone to have equal rights. From being, when we had Obama and all of that, to going to Trump. And we've gone so backwards. I just really fear for people in this community at this time. Like, it's just scary times in general, to be honest. Like we all just trying to live, man. When I see a situation, if I'm ever around someone that I feel is being mistreated, like I'm that person that stands out. I'm that person that says, that's not right. You should stop. This is a look, okay? I feel like Arya. Game of Thrones? Anyone? I'm gonna have to fix this up. So I'll come back. Why people don't do this, Delaney? Why do you have to do things that people don't do? Shit, maybe at this point I should just make my channel like Delaney fails at makeup most of the time, and then she does really great videos every now and again. I know you're gonna have to stare at these eyebrows for like the rest of the video, but don't come for me, please. We're gonna get into highlight now, so I'm going to go in with just a wet highlight base of the L'Oreal LUMI Liquid Glow in the shade Ice. I'm becoming really obsessed with this highlighter lately. I just love like the baby pink like undertone of it, but it's also super natural if I'm doing like a really light blush. And then for powder highlights today, we're gonna be using one of my affiliate brands, which I love to death. I discovered them, oh, it's been like almost a year now. And it's Fair Beauty Cosmetics. Here is their little logo. They do have an updated logo at this time, but I have one of the old pans. But this is one of like the little sample sizes of one of their highlighters. So we're going to be using the shade Enchantress. And it's just a really like white frosty highlight. Because I'm doing so much color, I didn't want to do like a colored highlight. So this is always the first one that I pick up. So as you can see, it's very frosty. It is a loose highlight. You can, I believe, get it in a pan that's pressed, but I like their loose highlight, to be honest. So I'm just gonna apply that. Oh, so much fell out. I'm gonna apply that over the highlight that I put down, and I'm using my Morphe E61. She had actually sent me this as a sample when my first order, and I was so happy because I got to try it, and it wouldn't have been a shade that I would initially picked up because, I mean, if you have one like white highlight shade, you have all of them. Like, when I run out of the sample, I'm definitely gonna go buy it. But I do have a code. Like I said, it is linked down below for Fair Beauty. It saves you 10%. I don't believe she's doing a sale right now, but she is running a limited edition product right now. It's the Stars and Stripes highlighter, and it's a pan, a square pan, and it has 3 different shades in it. It's a blue, like a duochrome pinky red, and a white in the center. So if you do want a white highlight, it's very comparable to this, and it's like $12. So my discount would save you $1.20, but I mean, like, shit, bitch, like, it's still a discount. If you want to buy more stuff, great, but you should at least go pick up that limited edition highlighter. It's really cute. But yeah, so I really like that highlight. There's code down below if you fucking want to use it. You don't have to, but you should. Let me turn down one of my lights so you can actually see the stunningness of this highlight here. Yeah, I mean, like, look how beautiful that is. Like, that's not the LUMI liquid glow underneath me. That is, it's like, it is just gorgeous. For the eye, since we are going to be doing like a glitter application, I do have a glitter glue from NYX. I've heard good things about this. I haven't used it yet. This is just a primer. It's not a glue. From what I did with these swatches, it's a very fine glitter. Like, there's not varying sizes. It's all like micro glitters. So I would like to have a tacky base to kind of make it easy to apply everything. Plus, I'm going to be working in a very confined space versus doing a swatch on the arm with glitter. It's perfectly fine. I can rake it over a bunch of times if I'm trying to fix it, but for the eyes, yeah, let's make sure that we put down a little base here. I guess I'll do both eyes at the time. Fuck it. And I'm gonna take this all the way up to the brow. I don't know how fast I have to work with this glitter glue, but it's already feeling really tacky, so I'm probably gonna have to work really quickly. Got that applied. So with HIPDOT, I also have an affiliate code. It is linked down below. It's just fast times. Both of them are fast times, but it saves you 10% as well. So if you want to use it, you know, feel free. This is a $30 palette, which I think is very affordable for how many shades you're getting for glitter. Let me get you a little bit closer. Whatever. If you don't fucking want it, you don't want it. But I would suggest it. The shade range, we're going to be using Ariel on the inner corner first. So I do have a glitter applicator. I guess I'll try that first. It's just like a silicone tip here just to apply. You'll see on like the glitter applicator, it's getting really thick. Please don't be a video that I have to delete. Oh my god. So you don't have to use a glitter applicator to apply glitters. You could just use a finger, and I might end up doing that just because it's a little bit easier to work with. Once I get this first shade done, I'm gonna know exactly how I'm gonna need to do it. I think it's sticking relatively nicely to the glitter glue. I think I'm gonna move to a finger to apply the rest, to be honest, because like, let's hope with these nails I can get in there, man. And then I'm gonna take it a little bit above the brow just for that little extra flare, and to cover up a little bit of the brow as well, because like, oh girl. So I'm just gonna clean off the applicator. We're gonna move on to the next shade. And it's like okay if the glitter overlaps, because like that's the goal in general. So the next one we're gonna be using is Stigma, and that is a nice orangey shade. It's more of like a burnt orange, so I wouldn't say it's like a super vibrant like neon orange. All of the shades in here are very muted, so that's a really good thing, because I feel like people when they see glitter, they're like, it's so bright, like I could not even. And I'm just like, no girl, it's fine. Using this silicone applicator, which I just bought off Amazon. There are some companies that offer applicators. I know that Dear Katie Brown, which I own a glitter palette from her, she sells them. But I mean, you can get them anywhere. This glitter glue seems to be staying relatively tacky. Honestly, when I was swatching these just on my bare arm before, like I didn't have a problem with them sticking. So like I don't expect them to be difficult to work with. Okay, so Stigma is done. Like you definitely waste some of the product like having to wipe it off the applicator, but I mean in the same sense with like eyeshadows. Not getting a lot of fallout from these, which is great considering what fine of a glitter it is. So the next shade is going to be Honey Honey, and it is the most yellow shade out of the palette. And it's more of, like I said before, it's a golden yellow, so it's not like bright. But with this palette, it is vegan, it's cruelty free, it's talc free, it's paraben paraben free. Like, it's free of a bunch of shit. Yeah, so cruelty free, vegan and paraben free, talc free, mineral oil free. That's the only one I was forgetting about. And it lasts for 12 months like most palettes. But I like how on the back it has like all of their information, so it's really easy to read. It has all the icons down here that show you like what it's free of. More brands could take note of that. One of the reasons why I wanted to set up an affiliate code with HIPDOT is because like all of their products all fall under those standards. Like, they want to make quality makeup. Plus, I love the way that they are diverse in their campaigns. So because this gel hasn't like completely dried down on my brows, it is transferring a little bit. So it's just something to keep in mind, that if you use this as like a gel liner, like you want to make sure that you either let it have time to dry, but also if you want to put a powder over it to kind of set it, you could definitely do that. All right, so we're done with Honey. Next is Daddy, which is the greenest of the greens in the palette. I would say that it still has like a lot of blue reflect in it, but it is still like the greenest shade. I don't know why they didn't do like a more muted like foresty green. There's a lot of blue. I do like this shade though, like just the glitter itself is pretty. This look is finally coming together. Oh my god. I get to stop here. Fifth shade, Big Boss Miss Ross, which is a royal blue, and I am obsessed. And we're just gonna tuck that into like the very, very outer corner of the eye. They picked a good name for this one, to be honest. I definitely feel like a big boss, and I could definitely be a Miss Ross. So my friend Paula is moving in today. She's driving from Mexico, and she texted me about, 20 minutes ago now, that she was an hour away, and I'm like, what are you going to move into, man? You find her where you at. Final shade, that is Royal Riot, and there are two like kind of purpley shades in this, as you probably have seen from it popping back up on the screen and stuff, but I'm taking the more like sporty purple, the more cool tone purple instead of the more red. That one's Hey Sis. We just gonna get her on this little last part of the brow. So I think definitely where the glue had already started to dry down some, I'm getting more fallout from it, plus it's the more creasier parts of my eye, but otherwise like this is the forgot a shade that I was going to be doing. So I was supposed to take the Verse HONÉ, put that into the inner corner, so I'm just going to do that with a finger right now. It's just the easiest way to go about doing it. It's a pink. And I'm just taking a nice deep dab into it. I always see all the time, like when I'm watching people on YouTube, that like they're doing some weird shit, okay? And then all of a sudden, it just all comes together. I wasn't going to do anything underneath the eye, but now I feel like I kind of need to. I'm going to take on an angled brush. I'm going to take Sylvia Lining, which is like a champagne taupey shade. And we're just going to apply that to the lower lash line as much as I can without getting this into my contact. Prayers. I need prayers. You have to be very, oh my god, careful with applying glitter near your eyes, because you can cut your eye if the glitter is too chunky. And then I'm going to be doing a wing liner on top of this, so pray for me because this is chunky. If I go blind, YouTube, I did this for you. I'm going to try using the gel liner instead, because this is just, I don't want to ruin my eyeliner over it. We're going. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump really quickly into Mascara Lashes Lip. So mascara, we'll be using the Tarteest lash paint, and then we'll be using some of the lashes from the Mothership lash book from Pretty Weird Cosmetics. And this is the style 16. It's the biggest pair of lashes that you get with the book. They are huge. So I know they look really sad right now, but like they're like a little mustache. I know I look like Hitler there for a second, but don't come for me. Lip, we're going to be using, like I said, a black lip, so this is the only one I have right now. This is the SMASHBOX. This is done real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the final look. I knew this was going to be one of those looks that as soon as I got all of it done, I would love it. So I think that there are some better ways that I could have applied these products? Of course. But again, this is my first time working with the gel liner, first time working with the glitter palette. And you know, again, if you want to use my affiliate codes for either Fair Beauty, which was the highlighter that I featured today, or the HIPDOT, which is obviously the glitter that I used today, feel free to use those. You do not have to use my code. Again, they're both fast times. It'll save you 10%. I do get a commission off of that. Again, and no way do you have to, but if you would still like to go support the brands and maybe not support me, you can go to their website and pay full price, and that's also fine. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into close-ups for you guys. If you guys would like to subscribe before you leave today, feel free to go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click the bell so you can be notified. At this time, I'm still updating on a weekly basis. This will probably be maybe a bonus video for the month of June. I haven't decided yet, but I will definitely communicate that through my Instagram and Facebook page. They're both DeathandCandy27 if you would like to follow there as well. So you can get updates if you don't necessarily watch on YouTube. I will also be uploading all of my videos onto my Facebook page so you can get them there as well. But thank you guys so much for watching this video today and watching me die a little bit inside, but also come back to life. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!